Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about how I work with eBay. For example, this is a very nice lot that came out up for auction. So I bid $100 on this, and this is how I worked it out. $50 for the SD45, which is a really good deal, and then $25 for the two F3B units. So that worked out really well for me. I'm gonna have fun inspecting them and cleaning them. And this is another nice lot that I came up on, and it featured two of the HO Atlas made by Cato Engine. Now on the pictures you couldn't inspect them. I wasn't even sure 100% that it was the right thing, but now that I have him here, I know this is exactly what I wanted. So these two, I thought they were worth about $40 each. So I bid $80 for this lot plus shipping. The shipping was expensive because it's a big lot. So I won it, and these two units are really what I wanted. Then all this other stuff here is basically free. And there's a bunch of old Lionel boxcars. There's a caboose there. These, honestly, I looked at them. They're okay. Oh, there's the track cleaning car. That's really cool. That, I really need that, so I'm glad I got that. Basically, all this stuff was free, including an engine. This Lionel GP30. So I have no clue how good this is, if it's any good or if it's any bad. The freight cars, they look like old, horn hook coupler cars from Batman. They look like about the same quality as a Batman. Although this coil car here, I happen to really like it. So I'm probably gonna change it to Katie's. Anyways, I've got this engine here. I have no clue if it's any good. So I'll be working on that today. We're gonna find out if it's any good. I've never had Lionel before. Actually, a division of General Mills Fun Group. So that tells you it may or may not be high quality. General Mills, they make cereal, and it's pretty good. So there's a couple of handrails missing. The horn's been broken off. I don't think I'm going to spend the time to put handrails on this. This looks like a very basic entry-level type of locomotive. We're going to find out if it's going to run. It even tells you fun dimensions and Lionel. I'm going to start by removing the shell. Looks pretty easy. You just lift up from here, and that should release it. GP30 was the first turbo locomotive from GM. A little bit of history. Okay, it's a pancake motor, just like a lot of Lifelike, and a couple of Bachmann had the GP40. So there's a light there. Don't even know if it works. I'm gonna put some power to it and let's see what happens. It's actually very good news. Even the little light works. So all it's gonna need is a little bit of cleaning, and that should be good. I took a minute with my toothbrush and some dish soap just to wash it down. So I'm gonna clean the wheels on this. I think this light just sits in here, and that's that. And I'll just remove the side frames, and that looks pretty easy to do. You just have to pry on the exact correct spot, and then they'll come right off. Now in here, it doesn't look too bad as far as hair and stuff like that. I'm just gonna add maybe a little bit of lubrication, but before I do, I am going to clean the wheels. Very important. I always come in with my rag. That allows me to get in there and do a good job. Now this little engine only picks up power from the rear truck, so that probably not the best design. I wish it would have all wheels picking up electricity, but that's okay. I'm going to be able to get it going like that. The wheels are very deep, much deeper than the real engine, so that would be a good excuse to paint it, which I'm not going to do. I don't think this engine is really worth spending a lot of time on. But still, I'm still having fun exploring what it is, and I'll put it back on the track and I'll run it. I'll run it for a couple of days, and then it's probably not going to be an engine I'm going to cherish for a long time. I'll probably just put it back for sale for somebody. In fact, that's something I should do tomorrow, is gather up all these engines that are kinda okay, run okay, look okay, but they're not really awesome. I've got some Atlas / Kado engines coming. Those are going to be awesome. So I am going to lubricate the main bearing on the motor. This little tab, it hides the little bearing that's in there. It's a little brass bearing and it's hidden. So I'm going to remove this little tab, see if that'll give me access to it. Oh yeah, that was easy. So then I'll take my lube, Level 108, that's what I use all the time, and I will pretty much drown this. And what I'll do is I'll run it like that, just to give a chance for the oil to penetrate in. And I'll do the exact same thing on the other side. And then I'll put some oil also on these contacts there. That should help some. I put a little bit on each gear, everything that I could see. And then I'll run it a little bit also. I'll just run it a little bit like that, just to spread it around. Of course, I'm going to go run it on the track for a little while, and that too is going to spread out all this oil. Try it the other way. Already sounds much better. I also took a minute to wash down the side frames, and I'm gonna wiggle them around here, and that's that's it. And now the most important part is the back trucks. The back trucks, they will they do all the electrical pickup, so that's kind of important. Boy, that really wants to stay on there. It really wanted to stay on there, but I wanted it to leave more. So there you go, very simple, just like these basic lifelike engines. So these contact strips, I just cleaned them with my finger like that. That should be enough. The wheels, they have some nickel silver plating, so that's good. That helps promote electrical contact, so that's good. I'm still gonna clean them with my rag though. Yeah, I cleaned the front wheels, even though they don't pick up any electricity at all whatsoever. But these ones are the ones that are really important. Just makes the locomotive look good, I think, is why I'm so obsessed with that. We look at these under magnification. So these look okay. So I'll just snap them back in there, and I'll do the other one. So I'm gonna take it to the track just like that. Before I put everything back together, I'm gonna make sure I have good electrical pickup. If everything runs good, then I'll bring the rear side frames back on, and I'll put the shell back on. It's gonna work, but I think it's gonna need a little shakedown time. So I'm gonna do that off camera. Well, it did not make the grade, so what I need to do is take out my steel wool and then work on this oxidation here. When you do that, you want to be sure and wash everything thoroughly, because you do not want any residue of steel wool getting close to the motor. If it gets in there, the magnets draw it in, and it's really very hard to get it out. So that made a lot of difference actually. Now I can put everything back together. If you wanted to convert this to DCC, all you gotta do is snip the wires here, put your DCC decoder in the middle, and you're up and running. That would be kind of a riot though, wouldn't it, to put a DCC and sound controller on a pancake motor like this? I'm not gonna promise that I won't do it. Just not today. I'm gonna put my light piping back. Now I can put everything back together. And now it's time to run some trains. It's always a lot of fun to revive these old trains. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon.